Tonight we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the New York Giants.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Darnay Holmes now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Half 18, half 18.
Now the NFC's leading rusher a season ago. Here's Saquon Barkley. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 24 now, here's second down and 1. Jones fakes the give to Barkley.
Rolling to his right.
Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley,
and it's third and short.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you have to say that they've underachieved.
And he will have a Giants first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on third and 1.
Now Jones. And he rifles one incomplete.
The Giants at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Second and 10.
Gold, better, gold. Up we go.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Powering his way forward.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Andrew Thomas, former first rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold.
Bama, Bama, Bama. Up we go.
Throwing Jones.
Looking for Campbell downfield.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Flick right, flick right, flick right. Up we go.
Off play action. Jones
Looking for Campbell downfield.
And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play for the Giants on third down. And even 50 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30.
North salad, north salad.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. In motion, Slayton. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. You talk about this Seahawk defense.
This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And from analyzing them and talking with their defensive coordinator, we know they have a full playbook. So look for them to mix up coverages, pressure one play, fall back the next. They'll do a lot of different things trying to confuse the offense.
This is 2nd and 8.
Elsa.
It's Barkley on the counter. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 25. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. A great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come up and put a hand on him and do that.
And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal. It's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. Barkley. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Now Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Well, they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Timberland.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. but they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert to first down. To throw on 3rd down, Jones. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Mario Edwards flies in to blow that play up.
Graham Gano on for the field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
Gano's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And they put it on the ground here. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Geno now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. To the air again, Smith. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now Geno. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He flew that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Now a 2nd and 10. Smith. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that in the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Again, Smith. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
South salad, south salad, south salad.
Looking to throw. Jones. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Walker is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Walker once more. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Hey, why shift, man?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Tariq Woolen picks it. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Hands it to Walker to begin the series. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Smith. He finds Smith and Jigma. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
Now Gino on first down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the 50, it's Smith. And his throw here's incomplete.
My partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Jones to throw on 2nd down, eluding the pressure right. He's got him in, complete. And they'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A first down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's Jones looking to throw on 2nd down. Just a gain of a couple there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, Barkley dances by him. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Gano now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. On first down, it's Smith. Fighting to stay upright. A loss of 2 there, second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On second down, here's Smith. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing on third down, Smith. To the right side, incomplete to Metcalf. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's their second. They'll be down to 1 remaining here in this first half.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a 17-3 cushion already, we'll see how aggressive they want to be.
Cockroach, cockroach, cockroach. Great.
Now Jones throwing to start the drive. Here's a diving catch right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before break. Jones. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
First down, Seattle.
13 there. Go ball.
Now it's Smith. Fighting through pressure, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And now Smith going to change the play. Smith to throw on second down. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Giants will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Short throw going to be caught by Waller. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The catch and run good for 18 and a first down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to bring up second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Throwing Jones. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
Yeah. 2 yards still to go. Third down now.
Biggie. Ladybug.
Now Jones. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Okay, here we go.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Jones. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
Wide shift to Cruz.
Looking to throw. Jones. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They'll roll him out right. This is Fant on the short completion. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Throwing now is Geno.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Throwing again is Smith. Going deep for Walker. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 50 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Holmes returning from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. They'll go to Barkley again. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
103 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Jones' throw complete here to Waller.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Flick right, flick right, flick right.
A handoff to Barkley on the option.
And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. Back to throw. Jones. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
Now it's Lockett. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And now they're in the hurry-up. Off of play action. Here's Smith. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not turning in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy. That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. Able to power through. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Smith, this throw finds Smith and Jigba. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Smith. Going right back to Smith and Jigba. And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field, but sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A 1st down run by Barkley unsuccessful as he won't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Returnable for Lockett. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10.
At their own 36-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Smith. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Dexter Lawrence in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack, now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 65 yards. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
What a way to wrap up the week in the NFL. All tied on this Monday night as the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Barkley. There he goes, left side. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Missed tackles may doom this team.
I just had a bad flashback. That's why I'm sitting up here with you right now. You've got to tackle him inbounds. You've got to wrap him up.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Bama, Bama, Bama. Timberland.
To throw is Jones. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation. This is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. He'll look downfield for Waller. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's taking a big risk at this late stage. They're not thinking field goal, though. They wanted to leave no doubt on that one. So they took the shot at the end zone, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
The Seahawks take over first down at their own 14-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. Gino down to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? Anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. Probably thinking they got to be careful not to force anything here in overtime. This is 3rd and a mile right now. Back to throw, Smith. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Well, the defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game, and boy, they did it well.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a first throw here in overtime. Oh, it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. He's to the 15. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you